Smoke Podcast.
Sliding smooth with the Tommy. Bang, bang.
Welcome to the All the Smoke Podcast. I'm your host, Tommy Guns. And today we're going to deliver, some details, results as far as round one of the tournament goes. Tournament's been going smooth so far. Shout out to all the battlers. We've been having a great time. Next battle is November 14th. We're going to get into that. We're just having a good time right now. People have been asking, and it's been kind of hard for me to, get to the details. The schedule's kind of crazy right now. So, that's why my guests aren't here. I've just been very, very busy. So schedules may not line up for everything that we're trying to execute right now. But I appreciate my hosts, and they're partly sponsoring this show. So, shout out to Mark Robb. But we're going to get into these details. We're going to get into everything that has to do with round one. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If ever you want to talk, personally, where you can meet me. I'm in the Mecca every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? The party doesn't stop. The celebration doesn't stop, This is Stride, SBA. But now we're just going to take it from the top to the bottom of the bracket, that is. First off, Perry was unable to attend the battle, so unfortunately he forfeited, which pretty much moved Renzo forward. We've spoken since then. Me and, Perry's cool. Nothing but love with Perry. So, can't wait to see you again at the Mecca, but money comes first, and I have nothing but respect for that. You know what I'm saying? This is in its growing process. One day we will be able to pay people. One day. And I'm patient. But without any further ado, let's get into it. First battle, quarterfinals. Oh, forgive me. First battle of the first round. Dion versus Butter. Dion versus Butter. This is a good battle. I enjoyed it. All these cards have been filled out, results and everything. And yeah, we had DJ Butter winning. Unanimously, he had all three rounds. All three rounds. Looks like Dion on point. He had a double. Looks like they both had doubles when they were on point. But when they were features, looks like Dion had more fouls or more faults. Excuse me. Dion had two doubles when he was a feature and a sprawl. Butter only had a foul when he was a feature, so that gave him the round. That looks like 4 deductions to 2. Gives Butter the round easy. Second round, Butter was 100%. He had a clean round, top and bottom. Dion had 2 doubles on point, and then he had a foul. So he's the only person that actually had deductions within the second round. So, that was an easy one to score. Third round. Now, before I even get into the third round, technically the battle is already won at this point. First and second goes to Butter. Easy. You know what I mean? Going into the third, it was pretty close. It was pretty close, but I would have given this one to Butter as well. On point, Butter had a sprawl and a foul. Looks like Dion was better on point than Butter was, because he only had 1 double when he was on point. But it looks like on the feature side, he had you sprawling and fouling. I see 3 deductions as you were a feature, and only 1 on Butter's side. So when I tally them all up, it's 4 deductions Dion, 3 deductions DJ Butter. I give it to Butter. 3 rounds. It's a round by round basis. Just because you might have done something miraculous in the first round, it's still just the first round. You can come back from that. You know what I mean? So, keep that in mind. And we do this on a round-to-round basis. Stay on your toes. You know, congratulations, DJ Butter. You moved quarterfinals. It's that simple. Next battle. Next battle. Courtney versus Sir Boogie. This was a good battle. This was like experience versus like fundamentals to me. Sir Boogie has really honed in on the fundamentals of these battles, and that's really what solidified this win for him. This is what it is. Let's see, Sir Boogie, first round. Um, Courtney on point. You had a double. Looks like you both had doubles in the first round while you were on point. But while you were features, Courtney, you had two sprawls to Sir Boogie's one. 1 point, one deduction. Edge to Sir Boogie. That's round one. Round two, Sir Boogie has clean point and feature. Clean round. Courtney on point. We've got you for two doubles. Two doubles on point. And then another double when you were the feature. So you're the only person to say, again, second round, you know, it's like that's when people, you know, put their game shoes on. And he was clean and you had deductions. That gives it to Sir Boogie. No question. Now we go into the third round. The third round was pretty much tied. Both of you had perfects in your. Sir Boogie had a perfect point. Courtney had a perfect feature. So when Sir Boogie was on point, y'all both were clean. But Courtney, when you were on point, you doubled and he had a foul. So it was just one deduction on both sides. That caused basically technically a tie in that round. It would have been based on performance. I would have given you that round based on your performance in that round, Courtney. Your experience shows that you've been doing this consistently. But regardless of that, before we even get to the third, it's two rounds, first and second. Sir Boogie advances, and we're going to see who he battles next. Congratulations, Sir Boogie. Next, Greg and Slim. Greg and Slim. This was I'm not afraid to say this was an upset. You know, Slim is great. He's great. Fundamentally, when it comes to battles, that's where the questions were. Greg studies. He's trained. He's practiced to fit right into these battles, and this scorecard shows it. Just shows it. This is all three rounds go to Greg, just from clean. Greg, all three rounds on point, no mess ups. That's pretty much right now, from what I can see, Greg's biggest threat. He is not really going to mess up on point. So if you are messing up while he is leading, it's going to look bad for you when it comes to the scorecard, unless you're doing the same thing to him when you're on point. See what I'm saying? But if you are the one, if he's perfect and then you're messing up when it's your turn to be on point, you're probably going to lose that round to Greg because he's not messing up the lead position. Greg, on point, clean first round. Slim, doubles. The thing about Slim's style is it has a lot of doubles in it. It's very stylistic. He's very good at the things that he does. He moves a way that I can't say that. I mean, I don't know many striders that can move like he does. And when it comes to a performance, I'm going to give it to him because he's a great performer. In this case, he had more deductions. One double on point, two sprawls from the feature position. Greg had a sprawl and a travel from the feature position. Greg Greg's one thing I could say about Greg is he just has to sharpen up his steps a little bit. And that's why I say in the performance, I'm going to give it to Slim because he's confident in all the steps that he takes. Um, you put a little bit of pressure on Greg, it's gonna kind of expose him a little bit, but he does stay tight because he stays in his zone. Um, but that's what I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see who can take Greg out of his zone and actually score some points on him because he's doing very good, just getting in the game right now. Second round, no deductions on Greg. I've got 4 deductions on Slim. That's from the point position, doubles, 2 doubles. From the feature position, sprawl and a foul. No question, I'm giving it to Greg. Third round, clean, again, on point. 1 deduction on feature, that's a sprawl. Slim, on point, travel, and the double. And then a foul. Greg drew a nice foul on Slim just in motion. It was pretty slick how he did it. Like I really want to study because I mean I've been in the Mecca with him and it's like he hit me with the same move and then it's like, oh snap, his leg is right there. So is I'm excited to see, you know, I'm excited to see Greg move forward, man. This pressure is going to be real healthy for him. He's getting better and better. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to Slim. Can't wait to see you again, brother. You take a little drink. Matter of fact, we're going to take a quick little break. We back. Let's get back to it. That was the first half of the bracket. We moved Slide and Theo's battle around to try to compensate for the Perry battle, give him a little chance, but that ship has sailed. And we're gonna see you on the next one, hands down. But moving forward, E-Dub versus Vegas. Honestly, this one was one that you could really judge in the building respectfully. This just goes to show that it takes conditioning in this. I'm not gonna go too deep into this one, but the deductions were bad on E-Dub's part, and Vegas has been training, and he knows the rules. Vegas has a star on each round. We even discussed one of his moves, and debatably, he could have had a perfect third round as well. Um, you know, he's one of those people that are going to, say this is what he did, or I'm saying, let me know if this is not. I can't do this in a battle. He's one of those ones that are going to do that, and it's like when you do that, you're eliminating issues for yourself in the future because it's all in what your intelligence. That's what wins games. I don't care what the sport is. It's the intelligence of the sport that wins it. Athleticism, yes, of course, but it's not that like you can throw any athlete into any game and just because they're an athlete, they're going to win. It takes muscle memory. It takes the intelligence of it. There's so many different levels that make you right for that sport. And it is the same thing for this. And as the evolution goes on, it's going to be more so because, this is, breaking people off. This SBA it's not the biggest part of stride. It is a part, and I think that's where kind of lines get blurred, you know, I don't want people to think that, battles is like the corners, like what stride is. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. Because you're not going to see people battling all the time. You're going to see people grooving, vibing. You're going to see people vibing more than you see people battling. So, just know the difference and recognize, how this goes. And the evolution of these battles are going to be, separate than, what you see on an adult skate, a skate event, XYZ, But moving forward, we just talking about this Vegas battle, Vegas E-Dub. Vegas knocked this one out of the park based on his intelligence, experience, and he did a great job. E-Dub, I like his feedback. I've gotten feedback from him, and he's not going to stop, and that's the best thing that you can do. You know, um, wise up, get better, and come right on back. And then Greg is the epitome of that. I think he's just a lot of these rookies are hungry, and they're going to get their spotlight based on how hungry and ambitious they are. And I just want even the people that are experienced and have been here to kind of have that same vibe. Even me, you know, I'm I'm somebody that I feel like I got to keep up too. I'm not going to be no slouch out here. You're going to see me at the Mecca every Tuesday, staying on point, whether I'm battling or not. But you might see me battle. But another day. Anyway, I'm getting excited. But Vegas took this one. The KD in the third. That was the nail in the coffin. Vegas had a perfect second round. And Edub just had a lot of deductions, so you just got to learn the rules. Edub has been striding his whole life, just like I have. You just got to learn the rules. That's it. Just like Slim. Slim just got to know the rules. A lot of these guys just need to know the rules, and they're going to be knocking this out of the park and being a lot more competitive. Vegas took this one. Congratulations, Vegas. You got a battle coming up, boy. Ooh, wait. Vader versus JoJo. Vader versus Joe. This was one hell of a battle, man. One hell of a battle, man. Shout out to both of these guys, man. This was an amazing battle. It was so close. I didn't think it was going to come down to the third, and it came down to the third. Vader took the first, had a sprawl, and JoJo had two sprawls. One sprawl was the edge in the first. The second, JoJo went crazy, man. He just put a lot, and I mean a lot of pressure on Vader, and he had a perfect round with the pressure that he was putting on him. And I got 3 deductions on Vader. Two deductions on point. He doubled, and then there was a foul that he committed. It was a bump off. I don't remember what that foul was exactly right now. And then he had a sprawl from the feature position. Completely clean round by JoJo. And I think once the third round came around, I think JoJo kind of just slouched off a little bit. He had 2 doubles. He didn't double the whole battle, but he doubled twice in the third round. On point. So, when stuff like that, it's like, man, I don't know. Because all of his spins, every spin he came out of first and second round was on point. And then the second round, it was just like, oh man, I think he's mentally fatigued. It's like when you tired, it's hard to think too. And when it's hard, it's just a vicious cycle. Once that third round comes around and you're all juiced out. It was a great battle. Um, there was only looks like I had Vader had a perfect round on point, and then he sprawled once, one sprawl in the third round. Again, I've said this before about Vader. Vader has one of those crazy low strides because his wheels wiggle so much. So like putting his feet up like this, they're always going to be like this. They're always going to lean to the side because his wheels are so loose. So it's hard to judge whether he sprawls or not. I mean, I will admit that. But me being somebody that has wheels similar to his, and I've skated like that, and I know skaters with crazy wiggly wheels like that, I'm paying my best attention. This is crazy. This was actually an upset for me personally. JoJo's been showing up. Um, Vader is just now jumping in, and from what I could see, he was unprepared for this battle. But experience trumped what JoJo had, at least on this day. Great battle by these guys. Vader advances. Congratulations. Mm. DJ Ghost. Let's break it down. DJ Ghost. 30 Ghost. Why? Ghost doubled on point twice. DJ doubled once and two travels, just kind of spinning all over the place. The way my analogy for this travel is, because I've used dribble as the analogy. So you can probably get one spin off with the dribble, right? But how many spins are you going to get off before it's a travel dribbling a ball? It's pretty much the same thing with this. Two spins, it's like, nah, that's a travel and you're not landing. You're not landing on the right foot. It's a travel two times. On the bottom, he had DJ had two deductions, another travel because you were playing catch up when it's like he sped up on you, as well as a sprawl. It was actually probably more than that, honestly. But I only counted two. Deduction wise, I had three deductions on Ghost, four deductions on DJ. That's the first round. Second round, like your rounds are generally more the same. DJ. Ghost cleans up the second. He was clean on feature, meaning you didn't do nothing with him while you were on point. DJ. On point, he had one double. But while he was on point, he made you sprawl twice. Only one deduction and for Ghost in the second round. I've got four deductions for DJ. Two doubles on point, two sprawls on feature. That's Ghost without even going to the third round. Third round, another star on feature for Ghost. He doubles twice on point. DJ on point, you sprawl three times, and I've got you for two doubles as well. So you got three sprawls that make you lose just on point. And then while you were a feature DJ, you sprawled. Ghost was perfect. Clean. 3 rounds, Ghost. I might be jumping all over the place. I ask you to forgive me. Just trying to read this off as clean as possible, move as smooth as possible. Ooh-wee. Theo and Slide. Another great battle. This was a good one too. This had some interesting things in it, but Slide took this one 2-1. Slide had a perfect first round. Theo to KD. KD sealed the deal for you. Slide with a perfect round and you got a KD. Slide easy. Second round, Theo cleans it up pretty good. Perfect round on point. I mean, perfect on point. Theo. Two sprawls on feature. The wild part about this is Slide had a double when he was on point, and then he doubled twice on feature. So like when I saw this, I thought it was very interesting because like Theo did like a slew foot. It was like a real baby slew foot, and it looks like he's doubling. So I think all Slide did was assume that he doubled. And then he had to double twice to get back on the same foot because Theo never switched his feet up. He just did a slew foot. And I guess it just threw him off. It was pretty impressive. And, illusions are interesting. There are certain things that you can do to confuse your opponent. This is one of those things that me and Vegas was talking about. Vegas, I'm not even going to get into that. We'll leave that for a different show. Just the different types of strides you can hit, because the rule generally states that the sprawl is being on 8 wheels. So as long as you're on less than 8 wheels, it's not a sprawl. There's so many ways to do that. But like I said, it's for another episode. And then again, perfect round, third round, Theo with 3 deductions. Slide has the perfect round. Theo has 3 deductions. 1 for the double on point. 2 sprawls on the feature position. Slide advances. And that is it. Renzo advances as well. November 14th, that's this Tuesday, is going down. Quarterfinals. This belt right here. It's what they fighting for. It's heavy too. It's heavy. Bad boy. This ain't nothing to play with, man. But that's why I ain't gonna play with it. I ain't gonna play with it. That's what they fighting for, and I'm excited. It'll be in the Mecca for every battle moving forward until there's a declared winner. It'll be in the Mecca. So make sure you roll up. Quarterfinal battles. DJ Butter versus Renzo. Sir Boogie versus Greg. Vegas versus Vader. Ghost versus Slide. That's a repeat. Ghost versus Slide. Another one. Yeah, Slide won that last one. But Ghost is taking his dead ass serious. And since that battle at the last Ohio 2022, things have changed within the battle realm for Ghost. So and I think that's the last battle. That's the last battle. It goes in the order I just said. So yeah, that's the last battle of the night. This is gonna be a good night of battles. It's gonna be a great night of battles. Quarterfinals, November 14th. Semifinals, November 28th. Championship match, December 2nd. And that's all in the same week. Semifinals, final battle. That Tuesday, semifinals. That Saturday, Striders Classic. Make sure you roll up.